Welcome to Shade in the City. I am your girl Treese,
It's Nels.
and today, y'all, we're here as promised, even though it's a little late, to give y'all the sip and shade hot topics. Okay, on it. Can I just say, I think that we gave y'all four for the month of February. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. So anyway, y'all, we appreciate you being here with us and supporting us as always. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it because we gotta get into it. And like I said, it's late. Yeah, y'all, and let's get shady. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get this kicked off with I'm sure you guys have heard the news, but according to the Jasmine brand and everybody else, because again, I'm sure y'all heard the news, Simon Gubadia, okay, Portia Williams' ex was detained by ICE after his citizenship was denied.
Karma.
Okay, you should have left that girl alone. So apparently he's at a Stewart detention center in Georgia. The US Weekly reported Gubadia, which we know is from Nigeria, came to the US in 1982. Jesus, I wasn't even on this planet. And he overstayed his visa. After multiple legal issues, including fraud charges, he was deported in 1992, but returned shortly after. How does that happen? He applied for U.S. citizenship in 2016, but was also denied. His recent detainment is linked to ongoing deportation efforts under the Trump administration. Gubadia's public image has been affected, especially after Portia Williams filed for divorce in 2024 following a 15-month marriage. Williams received temporary sole possession of their home, allowing her to continue filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The couple had a prenuptial agreement, and their divorce proceedings are still underway. Gobadia's situation remains in flux as he faces possible deportation again. And I do believe Portia made a statement and said, "It's disheartening to see my estranged husband make choices that have led to this outcome. At this point, my priority is moving forward with my family." Now, y'all know a lot of people believe Portia's the one that called that ice on him.
No.
Allegedly, I ain't saying she did.
No.
I'm just telling you what the
I don't
YouTube
believe it,
streets.
Portia. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. Okay. But I don't know. Like you said, Karma, the way he was poking
But
the
I don't
bear.
know. But I don't know if I'd blame you.
Okay. Now, y'all, in some other news, they said they dropping the list tomorrow. The list. And if you don't know what list I'm talking about, now they said they was gonna drop this list many months ago. We've been waiting for years on this list, but about 2 hours ago, the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi says that the Jeffrey Epstein files will be released. Technically, today is the 27th. It's not the 26th, even though that's what y'all think it is, but it's the 27th because, like I said, it's late. So yeah, y'all, it's supposed to be dropping today. So if we come back with an impromptu sip and shade, you know what I'm saying?
Add on, though.
Okay, little add on to tell y'all who's on this list. But he said it's a lot of flight logs, names, and information. Okay, so we gonna see. Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what you think. All right. Now, in passing news, we got to go to the church and do the church announcements. All right. So unfortunately, Miss Voletta Wallace passes away or had passed away at 72. We know that is the mother of the notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace. And this is TMZ. According to her, she passed away in the morning while receiving hospice care in Pennsylvania. So if she was in hospice, she was clearly already what's the word that I'm looking for? Declining. And yeah, So, and they say it was just natural causes. So, a rest in peace to Voletta Wallace, and hopefully, she's now with her son. So then next rest in peace goes to Grammy Award winner Roberta Flack. She's actually a Grammy winning singer and pianist, and she passed away on Monday. She was 88. And y'all probably, for y'all younger Shade Squatters, y'all probably only recognize or know her from Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly. But even I had to learn when I was young that wasn't the first one to do it. Okay. And I would love for y'all to drop in the comments and let me know which one is your favorite version. But I personally enjoy both. I think they're both different. And I think Lauren did
It's got her own version, y'all.
right. Who?
I said Treese.
Oh, me? My own version. I just, I just make it do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with you.
I just make it do what I do, baby. All right. Oh yeah. So rest in peace to Roberta Flack, and prayers up for her and her family. And then hopefully we can get out of the sad news. But Nels recently shared this information with me, and Michelle Trachtenburg, star of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Disney's Channel's Ice Princess, didn't even know she was on that.
Harriet the Spy.
I know her as Harriet the Spy. I
That
think
was my
she was on
movie.
Nickelodeon for a long time. Wasn't she on all that? I feel like for a little bit. I feel like she was. Maybe I'm wrong. Girl, I didn't even realize. Girl got a resume on her, okay? But sadly, she
Listen, I know her from Harriet the Spy. That is my. I've seen that movie so many damn times.
she's passed away. And yeah, apparently they believe it had something to do with she had a liver transplant
Mhm.
recently, and they believe that her body rejected the liver, and unfortunately, her mother found her in her apartment. I believe the next day after the procedure, I want to say. And yeah, she unfortunately passed away, natural causes as well. So yeah, it's unfortunate. 39, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
coming up on that. Okay. So yeah,
mm,
super scary. And our hearts and prayers go out to that family. So I want to lighten the mood a little bit and tell y'all something that I thought was beautiful. So I saw today that Nipsey Hussle's legacy expands, and he actually has a new Marathon Burger restaurant
oh
opening
yeah, I
in
saw that.
LA. So I thought that was super dope. I love that
It's because his
they're
brother. Listen, his brother don't play. He a hustler for real.
right. I love that they're keeping his name alive, and I definitely uh Nikki, Nikki, if you're watching, we will be going there next time we go to LA. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so then let's get into, I thought this was another beautiful story, even though people may have mixed feelings on it. The Detroit mother of four, that we didn't touch on it, but I'm sure you guys have possibly heard about it. Um, she was homeless, sleeping in her car. She said that she had asked for help multiple times from the
Oh,
city. She was on a wait list. And unfortunately, she had her kids in a garage um, at a casino in Detroit. And the car, I guess, died. So I guess that's where they were getting their heat. The car died. It was having issues. And when she woke up, she had lost her two kids. I think the older one was 9 and the youngest one was 2. Um, but there was 4 back there, including her mother and another one of her siblings, I think.
mhm.
So it was sad. Unfortunately, the whole family, you know what I mean, was homeless. And it's just sad to hear about anybody in the situation. But I love the city of Detroit, and I love a good comeback story. And even though they may have dropped the ball in this particular situation, I hope it makes them pay more attention to people in this situation. And so apparently they have decided that the city of Detroit gifted her a brand new renovated home
Oh
for
my God.
her and her 2 children. So and I I'm watching the video, but I can see them stocking the cabinets, putting food in it. And that's just such a blessing. I know people have mixed feelings because it's like, oh, why would you be in a car? Why wouldn't you be in a
I don't
shelter?
think they really have. I mean, I think if they don't know the full story, I think they do. I know that they have mixed feelings about the father when
Oh
he,
yeah, the father ain't shit.
yeah, when he
Oh, I'm
interviewed.
sorry, we ain't even 15 minutes in, but I gotta say what it is. The father
Uh,
ain't shit.
yeah, I know about the father. A lot of people are they feel some type of way about him, but I think
Right, because she had no help. And when she asked, I remember watching that video, and she was like, I asked their father, and she
he
was
said that
being
he said that she asked him.
right.
He
And he
he
said,
said,
and I got stuff to do.
well, he was like, well, but she didn't tell me. He said that she told me she needed help, but I think he said something like she didn't tell me like
She didn't tell me
specifically.
she was homeless.
Yeah, and my
But
thing
my whole
is,
thing is, why
how
wouldn't,
you
if
don't know
she's
your kids
telling
are
you she
homeless?
needs to watch her or take her kids or
Damn
take
that.
your kids?
Exactly. It's not a babysitting situation, sir. If you
Right.
take care of your kids, why you don't know that they're homeless?
But you know what I think about that though? I think that has a lot to do. He was probably up laid up in somebody else woman's house. And that's what it is. And he couldn't bring his kids over there. That's what that gives me. Because he gives me an ain't shit ninja. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. He really made me mad. Anyway, so let's move on to let's talk about influencer Summer Wheaton. I don't know who this young lady is, but I will put the picture up for y'all. She apparently was arrested for a fatal DUI car crash while leaving Nobu. Nobu,
Mm,
Nobu, 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 Nobu. I'm sorry. It's probably not the story to go into a future song. But anyway, so victim's
no.
family claims she was severely intoxicated and impaired after crossing a median and striking the oncoming driver. Um, so yeah, this is the neighborhood Tark, according to LA Times. She's 33. She turned herself in to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department um, Monday following a warrant for her arrest. She was booked on suspicion of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and DUI related charges before posting a $250,000 bond and being released. Um, this charges stem from a months long investigation into a head on collision that unalived rideshare driver Martin Okeke. Authorities say Wheaton driving a 2019 Mercedes Benz crossed the center median on Pacific Coast Highway and struck Okeke's 2020 Cadillac. If convicted, she faces up to 10 years in prison. Can I be honest? I think she should get more time than that. I'm just being honest. I feel as if you took someone's life.
Mhm.
And I don't, and the only reason I say that is because I honestly, my only issue with Uber and Lyft and all these, why I'm not ready for cyber cars and
Mm.
stuff like that is because, at least for me, I feel like while I'm driving, I'm always aware of what other people are doing. When I see somebody doing something stupid, I get away from them, I slow down. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel like when I'm in the hands of someone else or a robot vehicle, whatever the case may be, you don't have that same awareness of your surroundings. So for me, I'm always fearful when I get in an Uber or Lyft. Like, am I gonna make it to my destination? And can you imagine if he would have had a passenger in
Oh,
there?
oh, okay, okay. That's what I was
So what
saying.
I'm saying is, it could have been more than just him, and
So she didn't get hurt at all.
it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it.
It's always like
And
that.
then and it's crazy. They said in December, Okeke's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Wheaton, claiming she was severely intoxicated at the time of the crash, which we know. The suit also names Nobu, um, and
Oh,
affiliated companies
oh, I guess they allowed her to drink too much.
allegedly Wheaton was hired to attend the party and expected to consume alcohol. Nobu has denied any contractual relationship with her. Now, despite the city of Malibu rescinding Nobu's permit for the event due to safety concerns, the gathering reportedly proceeded. The lawsuit alleges Wheaton drove herself to the party rather than using designated shuttles. That's even worse. If there was designated shuttles and you're
Then
supposed,
then really would it be Noble's fault? Why? If we have designated
No,
Show.
no, no. I get no. Okay, that's a great point. That's a great point. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna thank you for saying that. Next time when we come back for the sip and shade, I'm gonna go slide in my girl Simone's inbox and ask her the legal ramifications. Shout out to Simone Redwine. Because she was one of the few people on top of Really Be and a lot of others that reported on this news today. But as you always know, here we are to give it to you our way. Okay. So y'all, the Grand Dame ain't domino, right? Um, our girl Karen Huger has went out real bad, and unfortunately, she was sentenced to 2 years. But she has a, I think they're doing 1 year, and then based, I think, off how she does, they may consider implementing the extra year. I'm not sure, but it involves a lot of probation. And this is terrible. Let me find.
But she actually have to serve time for the year, right?
Oh, baby, they took her in today.
Oh,
So
I know she was crying.
actually, so shout out to a friend of the channel, Taria, what else is going on podcast. Taria was in the courtroom at the sentencing.
What?
Yes, because I'm about to slide in her DMs because last week she said she was thinking about going. And I said, if you go, let me know. And I might go with you. And I was like, and if you and I said, and even if I can't go with you, I said, let's link up at Tally Ho for lunch afterwards.
Not
I
at
gotta see what the hype is about.
y'all shady asses, not at Tally Ho.
We said we was gonna link up at Tally Ho, so Taria. But what I will say, it's been a great day for her as far as social media because the neighborhood talk done reposted her tweets. Everybody has dropped her name on
She got
every
the
platform.
exclusive.
So shout out to her.
She got the exclusive.
Yes, and yes, she did. And yeah, shout out to our girl, Taria. Like I said, go follow. I'll drop it in the box. Whatever else is going on podcast. I know she did a video earlier. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I've just been looking at her tweets. But yeah, Karen got sentenced, y'all. She getting ready to go to jail. And she looked back and she told Ray, according to Taria, she said, God's got you. You'll be okay. And so, you know, and she said, now I'm just gonna read a couple of the tweets. Hold on. Cause she got a lot of them.
She ain't crying?
Who?
Karen.
Taria. It doesn't say that she cried. So it says, I have eyes on Ray, her cousin, that was on the show, and I can confirm she has a 613 hair with black roots in. I love Taria. Then it says her lawyer is presenting reasons to the judge why she went to the type of recovery center she went to. He said, you have to make it appealing for people to step away from their everyday lives, sort of like an incentive to get help. She went to a place called Right Turn for 48 hours. It was a place with rooms meant to look like jail cells so she could experience what that's like. She also has a continuing relationship with her therapist. She has signed up to participate in programs where she has, or a program where she has a handheld breath device. It will require her to blow 4 times a day. The results go to whomever she chooses. And then Ray apparently got up there and testified. And then this is what the judge said. He said Karen had the hang of working the system prior to 2011. So here's the thing. This is what I think Nels doesn't know. And I found this out recently as well. So apparently, Karen had 4 DUIs.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Okay. So she had 4 DUIs. So
but the way but he said it like that.
Yeah, that's how he said it. He said all warnings went in one ear and out the other, but she remained undeterred. Then the judge said Karen is no stranger to drinking while driving on the roads. When she got, and I don't know what a PBJ is, in 2007, one would think PBJ. I'm trying to think what that stands for.
PVJ?
PB, B as in boy.
BJ.
So they said she got a PB.
Jelly?
No, it's not that. I don't think she would be going to jail for that. So
probation before judgment.
Okay. So when she got, thank you, Nels. Look at her. We're using the Google. So when she got
It also said peanut butter and jelly. I'm just saying.
you funny. When she got probation before judgment in 2007, one would think Miss Huger learned her lesson. In 2008, before the ink was dry on the other one, she was arrested again. And
Mm,
then the judge, and then she said the judge is reading Karen's actions on that body cam to filth.
wow.
So okay, so yeah, it's 2 years with 1 year suspended. And some people believe she's going to be sent
So
up to, I believe it's Clarksburg.
that's Maryland, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna just say this, and I think really B. I was listening to her earlier today, and I think that really B said it best. You can feel bad for someone, but still admit that they were wrong in what in their
Mm-hmm.
actions and what they did. And I think that's just kind of how I feel. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean I condone what she did.
Because technically, really, the last story you were just talking about, it could have been the same situation.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not that I condone what she did at all. It's just sad to see anybody's downfall. And I'm not gonna hold you. That's why I mean this girl might get 10 years because she actually unalived somebody. But I probably, regardless of her being Karen Huger or Grand Dame or whatever she is, if it would have involved somebody being hurt, if those poor deer, let me stop. I'm gonna stop. But still, if it would have involved somebody being hurt, I would have felt just as strongly as the last story. So I mean, prayers up for Karen.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say that maybe if she's on good behavior, she might get 6 months. Um, but I think what did her in is her lack of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
I think that,
The, the,
and
the body cams.
body cams, your lack of accountability, and the fact that this is the fourth time.
Mm-hmm.
And even I did read one thing where the judge said, "What are we going to do? Wait for a fifth?" So, y'all, I mean, y'all keep Karen in your prayers. I didn't say it, but everybody's worried about, what's going to happen when she got to take off that wig. I'm telling you what the people say.
Oh my
Don't
God.
pow the messenger. I'm just telling you what the people is worried about.
She
But
might have some hair up under there. They do hair in jail.
I was gonna say she might get her, and she famous. They
They,
might
they,
be.
girl, they do some good hair in jail.
I was gonna say they might be real good to Karen. But in other news, I'm sure that you guys have heard. Unfortunately, news anchor for MSNBC, Joy Reid. Unfortunately, I guess the contract is in it, or her show has been canceled. Um, and yeah, she's losing her primetime slot as part of the sweeping network overhaul, led by a newly appointed president, Rebecca Coulter. The New York Times revealed that Reid's 7 p.m. show, The Readout, will be replaced by a panel discussion featuring some other people. No offense to them, we just kind of don't care, okay? Because we like Joy. Okay, so the final episode will air this week, ending her 5-year run in this time slot. Cutler's restructuring marks her first major move since taking over MSNBC earlier this month. Alex Wagner, who hosted the 9 p.m. slot, is also out as Rachel Maddow returns to 5 nights a week to cover the Trump administration's first 100 days. Reid, a longtime MSNBC figure, previously hosted AM Joy before moving to primetime in 2020. I remember when that happened. She has been one of the Trump's most vocal critics, recently telling his supporters to make your own dinner at Thanksgiving and suffer the consequences of your votes. That's why we like Joy. So, and yeah, so in December, Nielsen reported that Reid had lost nearly half her viewers since Trump's election. MSNBC struggling with ratings reportedly asked anchors, including Reid and someone else, to take pay cuts to stay on the air. So it's unfortunate, and it sounds like, I mean, based off of what they're saying, it's a rating situation. But obviously, because of the way the election went for a network, we can't have you up here reading down the president. Okay. So, or this man, him. the orange figure. So, I it's unfortunate, but I feel like for somebody, girl, let me tell you, because I follow him. You better go ahead and pull you a good Don Lemon right now. You see what he did after he left CNN. All right. He on YouTube making his money. All right. All right. So then let's get into crazy stories. Cause I always like to give y'all a little what WTF. I think that's what we're gonna start to call this segment. WTF. So a Texas woman was arrested for attacking her husband with a kitchen knife after she didn't like her Valentine's Day gift. She reportedly got upset she was given a necklace and not the bracelet she really wanted. So the 57-year-old woman, she's in McClellan, Texas. She was arrested last week after, she attacked the husband with the kitchen knife during a heated argument over the Valentine's Day gift. She faces one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon following the incident on February 14th. Okay. According to the probable cause affidavit obtained by Law and Crime, Waco police responded to a 911 call after a domestic disturbance at approximately 10:20 p.m. The call made by Tate's husband described his wife as violent and armed with a knife. The altercation reportedly began earlier that day when Tate's husband gifted her a necklace instead of the bracelet that she wanted. After a day of escalating tensions, he left the house in hopes that it would allow emotions to cool. However, upon returning home around 4 p.m., he found Tate furious and brandishing a large kitchen knife. Okay, allegedly yelling threats and
So wait,
challenging him.
he went out on Valentine's Day to cool off?
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't about the
Look,
jewelry.
you say it wasn't about the necklace.
Mm-mm.
So feeling threatened, Tate's husband recorded the encounter, which showed her with a knife. Officers arrested Tate at the scene, and she was processed at the McClellan County Jail. As of Thursday, she is no longer listed as an inmate. So apparently she's out. And I wonder if they still together. I want an update
I'm
on this
sure they are.
story.
Because like I said, it wasn't about the necklace.
Well, I don't even have to ask Nels her opinion on the story. Clearly, she don't believe it was about the necklace.
I don't believe it.
And so yeah, in other good news, Keke Palmer was awarded Entertainer of the Year at the NAACP. I
Period.
noticed,
And
I
she
noticed
deserves it.
she does. And she was just so
That's
shocked
my
that she
girl.
she won because she was up against Cynthia, I believe it's Irvo or Irvio.
Who cares?
Who's the wicked? No, she's the wicked girl. So don't do that.
No, no. She don't mess with us.
Oh,
American girls.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well, that's some tea that I didn't have. But yeah, y'all. So then in other last but not least, the last story. So before we came up here today, Latocha Scott. I know y'all probably know her from
Lord, I
Escape,
saw
right?
this. I saw it.
And we know that even though we didn't recap the show, and I did not watch it, I'll give you that. But I, did watch recaps and reviews and whatever, and I clearly knew there was some family issues going on between her and her sister. Well, that's Latasha. I forgot the other one's name. Tamika. Tamika. So, and apparently she had stole her money or her residual checks. Well, she
Mhm.
decided to do the residual challenge. Okay. And so she decided, put it on wax and speak on how she feel. And so
Is it me or she
within
didn't
this,
sound like she used to sound back in the day?
huh?
To me, she didn't sound like she used to sound back in the day.
Well, she can still sing. That girl can
Well,
still
she
sing.
still sound good, but I
But
remember.
she does address the beef with her sister Tamika. She says that she has been separated from her husband Rocky for 2 years, which is believed to be a lot of the beef between her and her sister and her other group mates. And apparently,
Did you listen to the song?
mhm. And but I knew about that because I was shout out to Tasha K. Because y'all know Tasha is the one that interviewed the mistress that was supposed to be pregnant by him. So I don't know if this is a new baby she talking about, but yeah, she interviewed that girl a couple times and I was there. I was in it. Okay. So and yeah, and so she said that, and then she's obviously kicked out her group and she plans to have a conversation with her sister about the residuals. Which she's talking about her royalty checks that apparently her and Rocky cashed and tried to act like they ain't know nothing about it.
It's giving now that
Your man is gone.
Exactly. And you lost the support
I
that you
don't know
had.
why. I don't know why that now that he's gone, you wanna come back. Is that a fact? You got it like that. You made me wait too long. I'm gone. I'm sorry. That's that good old school Destiny Child. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's the writings on the wall for y'all young people. Okay.
I love that whole album.
I do. I can listen to it from back to front. But
Me
anyway,
too.
y'all. So yeah, that was pretty much the end of this week's Sip and Shade. We appreciate y'all being here with us and discussing the hot topics. Y'all make sure y'all drop down in the comments, give us your opinion on these stories. And yeah, we will catch y'all next week unless there's some late breaking news that we got to get to y'all. But yeah, so if you haven't already, please make sure that you go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, BlueSky, Facebook, and IG, y'all. And yeah, we will catch you next week for another Sip and Shade Hot Topics. Have a good night.
Good night.